Ancient katanas to cursed blades, anime has given us some of the most unforgettable sword fights in all of fiction. Whether it's a lone samurai or a demon-slaying squad, these characters live and die by the sword, and we can't get enough of it. Before we dive in, don't forget to slash that like button and cut through the subscribe bell so you never miss a video like this. Let's jump into the 10 best anime with swords. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Claymore. In a world plagued by shape-shifting demons known as Yoma, humanity's last hope lies in the hands of silver-eyed warriors, part human, part monster, known only as Claymores. Claire, our stoic protagonist, isn't the strongest among them, but what she lacks in raw power, she makes up for with unbreakable will, and a sword that never stays sheathed for long. Each battle is brutal. Each swing of the blade is a fight not just against monsters, but against the beast within. Claymore doesn't hold back. It's bloody, it's tragic, and it's beautiful in its savagery. If you like your sword fights fast, fierce, and full of emotional weight, Claymore absolutely earns its spot on this list. At number 9, we have the virtual battleground where swords decide your fate, Sword Art Online. What starts as an exciting dive into a revolutionary VR game quickly turns into a deadly fight for survival. Trapped inside a digital world where dying in-game means dying in real life, every swing of the sword carries the weight of life and death. Coming in at number 8 is a true shonen titan, Bleach. In the world of Soul Reapers, swords aren't just weapons, they're extensions of the soul. Each Zanpakuto has a name, a spirit, and a power waiting to be unleashed, and no one wields theirs quite like Ichigo Kurosaki. From his first swing against a hollow to universe-shattering battles in the Soul Society, Ichigo's blade evolves alongside him. Bigger, faster, deadlier. But it's not just him. Every major character brings their own unique sword style, abilities, and transformations, turning every clash into a high-speed, high-stakes spectacle. Packed with explosive battles, stylish animation, and unforgettable sword techniques, Bleach earns its place as one of the coolest sword-wielding anime of all time. At number 7, slicing its way onto the list, is the breathtaking spectacle that is Demon Slayer. In a world haunted by flesh-eating demons, swords aren't just weapons, they're lifelines. And no one wields them with more grace and grit than Tanjiro Kamado and the elite Demon Slayer Corps. Each fighter channels unique breathing styles, turning combat into a deadly dance of elemental fury. Flames, water, thunder, every slash is a masterpiece of motion, backed by heart-pounding music and jaw-dropping animation. But Demon Slayer isn't just pretty to look at. Every swing of Tanjiro's sword carries purpose, fueled by grief, love, and a burning need to protect. If you're looking for swordplay that cuts deep, both visually and emotionally, Demon Slayer more than earns its spot at number 7. At number 6, we enter a war of legends with the masterfully crafted Fate Zero. In the Holy Grail War, 7 mages summon heroic spirits from across history. Kings, warriors, assassins, all armed with mythic weapons and impossible power. And among them, no blade shines brighter than Saber's invisible sword, Excalibur. With honor, precision, and a king's resolve, she charges into battle with grace that belies her raw, overwhelming strength. But Fate Zero isn't just about flashy swordplay, it's a brutal chess match. Every duel is layered with strategy, ideology, and the weight of legacy. When swords clash here, they do more than cut. They reveal character, fate, and tragedy. With breathtaking animation and a mature, raw, complex narrative, Fate Zero delivers sword combat at its most elegant and emotionally charged. At number 5, slicing in with swagger and rhythm is the genre-blending masterpiece, Samurai Champloo. Set in an alternate Edo-era Japan with a hip-hop twist, this anime follows 3 unlikely travelers, Fu, Jin, and Mugen, on a journey filled with sword fights, soul-searching, and straight-up style. Jin is the stoic ronin, precise and traditional. Mugen is the wild card, his sword style, a chaotic mix of breakdancing and raw instinct. Together, their duels are not just fights, they're a clash of philosophies, movement, and music. With fluid animation, sharp writing, and a soundtrack that hits just as hard as the blades, Samurai Champloo isn't just about swordplay, it's about attitude. It's cool, it's raw, it's unforgettable, and that's why it slices its way into our top 5. At number 4, we honor a legendary blade that chose peace over blood. Set in the Meiji era of Japan, this story follows Kenshin Himura, a former assassin once known as Batosai the Manslayer. Now, he walks the path of redemption, carrying a reverse blade sword and a vow to never kill again. But even with that vow, Kenshin's skills are unmatched. His lightning-fast Hitten Mitsurugyu technique turns every battle into a blur of motion and emotion, where honor, guilt, and compassion collide in every strike. More than just duels, Rurouni Kenshin is about the weight of the past, the cost of violence, and the courage it takes to change. With powerful storytelling and some of the best choreographed sword fights in anime history, Kenshin's journey carves its place firmly at number 4. Taking the number 3 spot is the brutal and breathtaking epic, Vinland Saga. This isn't your typical sword anime. There are no flashy powers, no supernatural techniques, just cold steel, blood-soaked battlefields, and the harsh reality of Viking life. At the center is Thorfinn, a boy born into war and vengeance. Trained by the very man who murdered his father, Thorfinn's blade becomes an instrument of fury, fast, precise, and driven by rage. But Vinland Saga cuts deeper than combat. It's a story of revenge, survival, and the search for meaning in a world ruled by strength. Every sword fight feels personal. Every scar tells a story. With masterful animation, historical weight, and characters that bleed with realism, Vinland Saga isn't just intense, it's unforgettable. At number 2, we enter a world drenched in darkness, rage, and steel, Berserk 1997. No anime captures the weight of a sword quite like Berserk. Guts, the black swordsman, doesn't just carry a blade, he hauls around a slab of iron that cleaves through man, monster, and fate itself. Set during the Golden Age arc, this version of Berserk delivers brutal, grounded combat where every strike feels heavy and every wound is earned. But it's not just about violence. This is a tale of ambition, betrayal, and the crushing price of destiny. Guts fights not just with strength, but with fury born of loss and betrayal. His sword doesn't just cut, it screams. Even decades later, Berserk, 1997, remains one of the most emotionally devastating and beautifully grim sword anime ever made. And at number 1, standing at the peak with elegance, philosophy, and 1,000 cuts. Unlike any other sword anime, Kanagatari turns the blade into a symbol, not just of power, but of identity, obsession, and purpose. The story follows Shichika Yasuri, a swordsman who fights without a sword, and Togain, a strategist on a quest to collect 12 legendary blades. Each weapon tells a story. Each battle is more than combat. It's a clash of ideals, emotions, and destinies. The animation is bold and minimalist, the dialogue razor-sharp, and the character arcs as deadly as the swords themselves. But what truly sets Katanagatari apart is its ending. It's not just unforgettable, it's devastating. A final cut that lingers long after the credits roll. And that's why Katanagatari takes the number 1 spot. It's not just an anime about swords, it's an anime that understands them. If you've enjoyed this journey through Blade and Battle, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a swing. Got a favorite sword anime that didn't make the cut? Drop it in the comments. We're always ready for another duel. Until next time, stay sharp.